Hello friends, I am Himanshu Deshmukh here. Today, we are going to talk about 9 golden principles of harmonious relationships. There are 3 things which are so critical in everybody's life. First is harmonious relationships. Second one is financial stability. And third thing is fitness, the health. Now, I talk with so many people. I read a lot of people's biographies or a lot of people's experiences. I understand that first thing is harmonious relationships. A person is happy when he is having very healthy relationships. Whatever you do, you are having a lot of money, you are having very good fitness, but your relationships are not good, then you are not going to live a very happy life. So what are those 9 golden principles of human relations? Let us understand this one by one. Before starting that, let's start with one story. Everybody loves stories, right? So this story is of one young person based in United States of America. He was very frustrated. He tried a lot of things in life, but he couldn't succeed. He worked as a salesperson as well, but he was completely failed. He has tried many things, but he couldn't get success. And then it was like a kind of frustration that I am not able to do anything in my life. What should I do? So he was like, anyway, I couldn't do anything in my life. So let me understand what the other people are doing to get the success. What the successful people are doing, which I didn't. So he has started one survey of understanding the life of successful people. And he has done that survey for 6 years. Now, can you guess out the name of the person? Yes, he is Dale Carnegie. And that famous book of that research, which he has done for 6 years, has been published as How to Win Friends and Influence People, which became the highest selling book at that point of time. And still, it is very referenceable book. We are still reading that. We are still referring that book. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is talking about all these golden relationships, golden rules, golden principles of relationships. So let's understand these principles one by one. The first principle of harmonious relationship is don't criticize, don't condemn, or don't complain. Now, this is something which we all know, but habitually we are criticizing other people so easily. We are not habitual to see the positive things, good things in other people first than that of the kind of the bad things or the kind of not so good things. So in this case, it is very essential to remember that don't criticize. There are so many people who are having, or every human being is having something positive in his or her life. Can we identify those things and emphasize on that than that of criticizing, condemning, or complaining? You know, I read uh, one article somewhere that everybody is having something unique, something positive. I can give one example of a beggar. Now you would say, what is there positive in a beggar to appreciate? But beggar, if he is coming on time and doing his work, of course it's a begging, but he is coming on time. Can we appreciate him for punctuality? So don't criticize, condemn, or complain. So this is the principle number 1. Principle number 2 is that give honest and sincere appreciation. It is very essential. Many times we appreciate people, but is it sincere? Is it honest? No, it is a question mark. There are so many people, they are having something unique in them, and we have to understand that and give honest and sincere appreciation. You can identify all these things by giving just minute attention, and then you would understand what is that one thing which I can appreciate in this person. Initially you may need to do this cautiously, but later on it will become your habit, and then you will start appreciating people for very small things, specific things, and the other persons will acknowledge that, appreciate that as well. So this will help you to improve your relationships. Third principle is that arouse in the other person an eager want. Now, this is something which let's understand this in detail. First is that every person wants to improve, and if you can arouse in the other person that eager want, then they get kind of special bonding with that person. For example, uh, if you are talking to your son, right? And your son, in fact, this is a real story. In my case, my son Shaurya is not eating vegetables. So in that case, I just ask him that, whom do you want to become? Who do you want to become in future? Then he says that he is fond of Virat Kohli. So he says that I would like to become like Virat Kohli, a cricketer. Then I ask him, what you would like to do to become like Virat Kohli? And then he says that I have to be very strong. My stamina should be very good like Virat. In that case, I ask him that, what is the secret of Virat's stamina? And then he will say, oh, he's eating very healthy food. And that's where I ask him that healthy food means what? I mean, where is he getting all that kind of strength? So he's saying all through vegetables and all. And then that is the point when I emphasize that if you want to become like Virat Kohli, then you have to be healthy. And for becoming healthy, you have to eat vegetables. And that is what something which you have to arouse in your other person, that eager want. If somebody is at junior level in your team, and then you have to have that vision for that person. You have to set the vision for the person. You want to grow. You want to achieve to that next level. And for that, what you should do, he should have that clear picture, and it is your role to arouse, to show, to lead the person in that direction. This works a lot. I usually do this, and this is like a magic. If somebody is writing articles in one article, say like once in a month, can you arouse him? Can you show him the path of becoming an author? And then he will be writing articles in a very different perspective. His frequency of writing articles will increase a lot. So remember principle number 3. Now principle number 4, that become genuinely interested in other people. Now many times we are taking interest in other person, but that is for some benefit. Imagine a scenario that there is a party and there are so many people, and then we are understanding what other people are doing. And when we hear that the other person is doing so and so task, so and so work, based on which we unconsciously do the cost benefit analysis, and depending on that, our behavior, our interest in that other person will be totally dependent on that. So instead of that, if you become genuinely interested in the other people, because you don't know the story, you don't know the background of the other person, you don't know what he or she is going through. So it is must that to become to take genuine interest, understand the other person, and that will help to build that kind of golden relationship with that person. Yeah, and the next principle number 5 is smile. Now it is a very simple thing, but it is difficult in some people's case. Some people are so having that serious face, and they just forget that it is very simple to have that smile. I remember that saying that if you are not having the smiling face, you should not open a shop. Or if you are not having a smiling face, then you should not sell anything to anyone. So smiling is something which is very infectious, and smiling is very simple, but the most powerful principle of relationships. You you easily remember that unexpected smile, and that has created that kind of memory. So smile plays a very big role. And if you just practice the smiling face, then it can create that kind of magic, that it will definitely create wonders in your life. Principle number 6 is that remember that person's name is to that person the sweetest and the most important sound in any language. Now this is something, is very simple thing again, but we usually don't pay that much of attention. Imagine a scenario that you're going to a restaurant, and many times waiters are carrying that name plate on their left shoulder, but we don't pay attention to that, and we just say, hey waiter, please bring waters to me, or please bring 1 cup of coffee to me. uh, these people don't like this. If you pay attention, or you take some extra effort to understand or to remember the name of the person and call the person by name, then it will create the bigger impact, because that is the most important sound for any person. This is something which I have observed many successful people are following this, and that is creating really magic in their life. Now, many people are facing this problem of remembering the names. So in that case, we can use some kind of memory techniques. Whenever you see any face, usually we don't forget that, because it is linked with your right brain, the creative brain. But name, it is linked with left brain, and then usually we forget that the name of the person. Can we use some kind of link method? So link the name of the person with any kind of picture or any kind of image or any kind of creative thing, so you will not forget the name of the person. For example, a person's name is Suraj. Now, if you link with sun rising with that person's face, person's name, Suraj, then you will never ever forget that person's name. So you're associating his name with sun. So that kind of some techniques are there which will help you to remember the names of the people. This is making the great difference. Principle number 7 is that be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Everybody likes to talk about themselves. Always remember that. I remember one incident. One of my coach friend has told me that he was having 30 minutes call with his coachee, and by mistake he was on mute, and he didn't recognize that. He didn't notice that actually. And his coachee was talking a lot. He was talking about the kind of issues, the kind of challenges she was facing. And here he was responding in between, but he was on mute. So she couldn't listen to him. And then after the call, she has given the feedback that it was the best session happened in between, best session. So he was like, I didn't do anything. I was just listening to her. And then it was kind of the best session for her. So this is something which you would understand, that we have to be a good listener. Everybody wants to talk. There's so many people in this world who are just looking for that one person with whom they can talk from their heart. They just want somebody to listen to them. So can you become that good listener and listen for responding and not for reacting? Many times we do that mistake. We usually do that self-talk that, okay, now I'm listening to this and now I will reply in this way. Don't do that. Just listen first, and then you can respond. Or if not required, you can just acknowledge that you are listening to him or her. Principle number 8, talk in terms of the other person's interest. Many times we usually meet a person and we usually start talking which is of our interest, and we forget that what is the interest of the other person. In the first minute of conversation, you would understand just by observing the body language of the person that what is his interest. If he's at all interested in the topic which I'm talking right now. For example, like in these days, everybody is talking about all these corona things and all. And if you're meeting somebody and then you're talking about how many deaths are happening, how difficult situation is this, and blah and blah, and then you would not notice, if you would not notice that the other person is not interested, then it is not making any kind of sense. So first of all, you have to understand what is this other person is all about, what are his interests, and then talk about that only. Better to keep silence than that of just talking to pass the time. I trust on that, and I usually follow that. So, but the best thing is that identify other person's interests and talk in terms of those. And last principle is that make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Nobody will forget how you made the other person feel. Feel is most important thing. If you are talking to anyone at higher level or junior level, or any child or an adult person, you have to give that kind of importance through your body language, the kind of attention you are giving, the kind of words which you are using, and that is what makes huge difference. So these are the 9 principles which Dale Carnegie has mentioned in his book How to Win Friends and Influence People. And these 9 principles are creating magic. If you just follow this will create wonders in your life. I'm telling you that a lot of research has been done, and it is proven, scientifically proven, the people who are having harmonious relationships in their life are very happy than that of others. So please follow this, and kindly like, subscribe, and give me your feedback on this video. Thank you very much.